Howdy, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Wink, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And today I'm joined with William. William's a referral into our office here. We've actually got a fun event going on today. William has never seen any of the YouTube videos or heard about any of the things that we've done in this office. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You were referred in here by a couple other existing patients, Angela and Troy, who did a video about last week actually. You can go back a few videos on our page and you'll see that. His dad came in this morning and said, "Get your ass over here, it's time to get adjusted."
Right.
So William's coming in today. He's dealing with primarily low back pain, with the right side being slightly worse. He's got some deep right hip pain. He's also got some right shoulder pain and neck pain. And a few years ago, we were talking about during his detailed history and exam, he suffered an ATV accident where he fell off of the ATV, excuse me, and landed on that right shoulder and actually fractured his sternum. But that was about 7 years ago. So that's all healed up now. But he does deal with some residual shoulder pain and a little bit of sternal pain as well. So William, I know you've never seen any of our videos or anything. What have you heard so far about what we do in this office? What have Angela and Troy and your dad and all of them said about this office so far?
That it's the right place to come and you're going to feel better when you leave.
All right, well, let's show them how we did that, okay?
Right on.
All right, so we're going to check your posture first. Have you take one step forward here for me. Good. Now I want you to close those eyes again and flex the head all the way forward and all the way backwards. Again, I've written all these notes down already, so we're just showing you guys back to neutral. Good. So again, that number one issue, you can open those eyes, William. So number one issue that the majority of people deal with is that forward head posture. Again, you see where that ear is in front of your clavicle. You need to be back here over your shoulder. That makes all these muscles and ligaments have to work out in overtime just to hold that head up in gravity for you. And then you can also see his pelvis. He has less room on the right-hand side, more room on the left-hand side. So his pelvis is translated to the right, with his head going forward and to the left. So he's got a little bit of a curve going on in here today, but that's all right. So Mr. William, we're gonna have you go face down here again. All right, we're gonna do our leg check again. So he is short on the left by about 1/2 inch in this position. And then as I bring him up, it actually gets longer by about 1/8 of an inch. So that tightens up in that low back and pelvis, doesn't it?
Oh, wow.
So it's a positive tear field on the left and a positive knotless when the pelvis raises off and it tightens up here in that lumbopelvic junction. And that's where the majority of that low back pain is coming from, right there. All right, so you're gonna feel this table dropping out from underneath you. And like I said earlier, you get the easy job today. All you gotta do is breathe and relax, okay? I start on this left-hand side first. Good. This is your sacrum. Good. Tighten that lumbar piece up just a touch. Good. We're gonna hit the left and right SI joint now. I'm gonna move up into the lumbar spine. These could be a little tender at first, okay? That's just because they've never been adjusted. So I'm gonna start here with L5. Tighten up my piece again. Nice deep breath in through that nose. Pull it all the way out. Good. L4. L3. Yep, felt that one, huh? Good. One more here, okay? Good. Check that leg length again. You're exactly even now. Do you see that here, Dad? Let's see if they stay even. Yes, they do. Does that feel easier in that low back and pelvis this time?
Yeah,
Good. Exactly what we're looking for. So I'm gonna work off into the thoracic spine now, okay? Have you take a nice deep breath in through that nose. Blow it all the way out. Oh yeah. Good. And you're noisy all the way up. Crack addict's gonna love you. One more here, nice deep breath in. All the way out. Really let those shoulders just drop, 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 drop. Oh yeah. Yep. All right, you're gonna feel that head popping up next on this one. I'm gonna get you to scoot down about 1/2 inch for me to get those shoulders off that headpiece. So remember that forward head posture that I showed you in the mirror? Is where we're gonna work on that. So I'm gonna work on getting that normal forward curve in our cervical spine here. Last one. All right, face up for me now, please, sir.
You said face up?
Yes, sir, face up for me. Now get you scoot this way just a touch. Perfect, right there. So now on this next one, I'm gonna contact on either side of your cheek, and again, I'm gonna work on getting that head back up over your shoulders. one here. I want you to put arms out to the side with palms up like a big old T. Perfect. Next, I'm gonna work on those shoulders, starting with the AC joints. Work on those clavicles next. Anterior ribs. There we go. Last one here. Good. Now if you'll relax those hands right there on your tummy, okay? So next I'm going to decompress you from the lower end first. So I'm going to grab your leg here by the ankle. All you have to do is let this leg go like a limp rag, okay? Yep. You should have felt that from your knee all the way up into your low back, did you?
Yeah, I felt it everywhere.
Good. We're going to decompress you from the lower end first. Let that leg go for me. Oh yeah. All right, so have you sit up now and you're gonna face me. Good. You can swing those legs all the way around. So I'm gonna work on the glenohumeral joints, okay? That's these shoulders right here. I'll take this right one first and go through some range of motion. Yep. You're just falling into place today. You've definitely been needing this. You've never been adjusted, correct?
No.
This is your first experience ever. Work on the elbows. Have you look up at the ceiling for me? That will go for me right there. You crack your own knuckles a lot?
All the time.
So one piece of advice I'll give you here is if you're gonna do crack them, go through a motion like that where you're tractioning the joint out. Okay. So we don't want to actually close that joint down because again, that'll jam that joint together and it stretches out all those ligaments and stuff and create some issues over time. Main philosophy in this office, decompression. So if you can think about that joint and you can decompress it, perfectly fine. Go. Now the next one is the big one. It's called the ring dinger, okay? We're gonna decompress you from your skull all the way down to your sacrum, which is the big triangular bone at the bottom of your spine, okay? So I'm gonna get you up. Let me come to this table for me. I'm gonna go butt here. And I want you to put your head up this way, face up for me. So I'm gonna go butt right here. This leg piece right here is gonna raise up from underneath you. All you gotta do is let those legs relax. The table's gonna do all the work for you. So Miss Angela and Mr. Troy, they didn't believe me here, but this is how we recommend our patients start sleeping. Got a couple crazy looks in the last videos with them. But what this does with those legs parallel is it shifts that pelvis back and flattens that lumbar spine and relaxes all those muscles. This is gonna be a position that your spine is able to heal quicker in and stay better longer in. So again, like we talked about earlier, your body is constantly adapting and remembering the positions that you put it in. So have you relax those hands right up here on your chest. Get you to scoot. One time, get you to scoot about an inch down towards me. Good. Touch more, just like that. Good. So I'm going to pin your pelvis in here. I want you to stay flat. If you rotate, that rotates your spine, and I don't want that rotation in there. I want you to stay completely flat for me, okay? So this is going to be tight, and it should be. Good. Got you pinned in there now, huh? Not going anywhere. Dad, you got any questions for me when I ask?
No. Enjoying it.
Can't get away from you right now. It's time to ask all your questions. Have you lift that head up for just a second? Get this towel underneath your skull. Good, and relax it all the way back. So a little word of advice on this one, just keep those teeth together. You don't need to clench them, just touch them so you don't get that tongue between there. Maybe take a nice deep breath in through your nose. I want you to blow it all the way out. And then wiggle your left big toe for me.
Oh,
good.
God.
Home run. Good. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth.
I don't feel like I can move.
You should have felt that go
I did.
all the way down. Nice deep breaths in through the nose. Shallow breaths are going to make those abdominal muscles and stuff contract harder, so I want you to take nice deep breaths. Good. That's a wow adjustment, huh?
Yeah.
Never experienced anything like that, but
No.
look at that, you're still kicking. All right, so I'm gonna work on your cervical spine next here. We've already decompressed it, but now I gotta work on the rotational aspects of the subluxation. So I'm gonna go on this upper right-hand side first. Have you tilt with me to the right. Oh yeah. Tilt left. Yep. And that is your first Johnson BioPhysics chiropractic adjustment.
Thank you.
But I'm not done with you yet. You're in Houston, so I gotta shoot you.
Right on.
All right, so I'll help you up here next. All right. You should be feeling a little bit lighter right now. You should
I
even
do.
feel a little taller.
I do.
Like your head's back up over your shoulders even more. Is that what you're feeling right now?
Yeah, feel like
Get you.
floating a little.
Yes, sir. Those are all good things. So if you face that mirror one more time for me. You know what it's like to live in Houston, so I gotta shoot you. Look where that head's at now already. I've even made you go through the posture checks. We've evened up that spacing here in our pelvis. You see you have more room on this right-hand side now. It's not translated way over to the right. Got that head way back up over our shoulders. Looking great, my friend. What this little gun does, it just bounces these muscles and helps relax them. Just a word of advice, since this is your first adjustment, I told Dad too, you will be sore after this. So crushed ice in the freezer baggie, directly on the skin wherever you're sore. Good. All right, now this is that homework I told you about earlier. This is an exercise I want you to do 3 sets per day, 15 reps every time you do it. So like for myself in the morning, when I wake up and I'm waiting on the water to heat up, I do my exercises and I brush my teeth. So this is what that exercise looks like. We break it into 3 parts. Part 1 is shoulders up and all the way back. So if you go through that motion, hold them up and all the way back. Good. Flare these arms out here. Really squeeze those scaps together. Part 2 is the most important. So I'm gonna help you with this the first time. I want you to take this chin and go straight back to the wall behind you. And now I want you to extend as far back as you can. Little tap here. Little tap here. Now relax those shoulders and everything. Good. Now I want you to go through the same motion just with your head. Where you flex forward and backwards. Should feel even smoother this time than the first time.
No,
Like
it's
put
tight.
a little WD-40 in there.
Mm-hmm. That's about what it feels like.
Look at neutral now. Got that head up even further over our shoulders. You're looking good, my friend. So, I know all the crack addicts out there are wondering what's it feel like to get that ring dinger. You're someone you've never seen this adjustment before and never been adjusted. So they're very curious on someone's opinion on this technique right here on that decompression.
It was very shocking, but at first it kind of hurt, but after that went away, it felt a lot better.
Yep, you should feel lighter right now, even looser in those muscles and everything. So,
For sure.
well, appreciate you having
Thank you
the
very
opportunity for me to work on you today.
Thank you.
Appreciate you referring any family or friends in here and doing the video so we can educate those out there about chiropractic.
For sure.
This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Witt, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And thank you to Angela and Troy as well for referring your family and friends in here. We'll see y'all soon.